Musician, educator, arranger, writer, soloist, innovator. Well, I think you get it. To try to really corral this man's career in a small bio is impossible because he's managed to do so much in a lifetime dedicated to music. As a young man, he was regarded as a prodigy. Born in Albuquerque, his early education began at St. Charles Parochial School, and then he moved on to Highland High School, where he really began to shine. A three-time All-State selection, once on clarinet and twice on oboe. John also played saxophone throughout all this time. He credits much of his early success to his high school music director, Wallace Cleveland, who also was known as Uncle Wally. In his street music world, John played in a group called the Trademarks, and they enjoyed much local success. John then attended UNM for 2 years before the Trademarks made the move to Los Angeles and joined the real world of music. Early recordings at Original Sound Studios, which was a studio owned by legendary DJ Art LeBeau, they began to become part of the Hollywood scene. Didn't take long for the group to regain and again record with the LA label ABC Dunhill. And those connections led to the opportunity to tour with national acts like Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Three Dog Night, and Chicago. So then this went on for some time, but in 1969, they returned back to New Mexico and picked up right where they left off. The group changed their name to Strongheart. John soon began to work with other groups in the Albuquerque area, like Early Sheltons and Zozobra. John was not only playing sax, but also sang lead. He also returned back to school and re-enrolled at UNM, where he became a member and played oboe with the Albuquerque Civic Symphony. Along the way, John learned and became a master flamenco guitarist. Pretty amazing. John traveled to Spain to study. He also studied with master guitarist Julio de los Reyes in Santa Fe. He traveled and studied Baroque music in Holland and later returned, was a principal founder of the group Música Antigua de Albuquerque. He was a member of the Albuquerque-based group Cadillac Bob and the Rhinestones and was also the nucleus behind the formation of the jazz-based group Alma. The group was so recognized in the jazz scene that they were invited to play at the Telluride Jazz Festival. As an educator, he also touched the hearts of literally thousands of students at Albuquerque Academy and has also helped revive the music program at Minot High School.
My life with the guitar started when I was about 18. I was already playing, wind instruments and things. I was even kind of playing in the symphony at that point, playing oboe. But I had a friend who was taking guitar lessons, and I was very interested in just seeing the instrument and playing with it. And I fell in love with it. I kind of took some lessons with turned out to be a big influence in my life. His name was Jim Dale. He showed me a lot, and he said, why don't you come with me to one of the places where I'm accompanying dancers, and you can see whether you like doing that or not. And so I went down to a place called Clarita's School of Spanish Dance. It was on Edith and Candelaria. When I got there, it was an amazing kind of a thing. I mean, it was something like I had never seen before. I'd never seen that kind of intensity and that sort of focus and that kind of rhythmic precision that I was seeing. And the most impressive person there was Eva Encinas. Allison at that time was her last name. Eva Encinas was 16 at that point, and she was basically kind of teaching the class for her mom. Her mom was Clarita, was an amazing person. She was very colorful. She had eyelashes that were like out to here, and she was always dressed to the nines and everything, and she sang in this booming voice, and I was just really impressed by the whole scene. But it was Eva who just kind of knocked me silly. She was incredibly forceful, real speedy, and very precise, and I took that experience with me, and I just said, I'm going to do that. I have to do that. And so I became a fixture there, and I was one of the people who was accompanying classes, and even to this day, I still try to make myself available to accompany classes for Eva or for one of her children that I got to know.
Congratulations, John Truitt from the Flamencos.
John, what a pleasure to know that you're going to be honored in this way. You deserve it. We've known each other for decades, and you've never been anything but totally supportive and done incredible things in our community for music. So thank you, John. We love you.
Ole!